Cochrane.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Agriculture and Food. Last week, agriculture in East Ontario was dealt a body blow with the decision to close Campbell and Alfred Agriculture College. Agriculture education, it should be hands-on and site-specific, because the process for learning, to learn agriculture, you learn it where you grew up, and a lot of those students are still going home to their family farm. But something else, farm folks, they understand hard budgetary decisions, but what they need is they need a chance to be able to help determine their future. Premier, you're the one person in this province who has the power to give those people a chance to help to see if they can save their college. You have the power. Will you use it? Thank you.
Training colleges and universities.
So training college universities.
Mr. Speaker, as was responded to in previous questions, Mr. Speaker, the power to respond to this local challenge is found in the hands of the local people in those communities and the local members, like the member from Glengarry Prescott Russell, who stepped up and got some local partners in Collège Boreal and La Cité to help ensure that those students at the Alfred campus can continue to get the Francophone agricultural courses that they want to pursue. And I've reached out to the member for Leeds Grenville as well to say, you know, we can do that, work with this on a nonpartisan basis. What we do need are local stakeholders to step up and provide this programming, Mr. Speaker, or find a way to do it. And we're open to those solutions, so we're happy to work with the member opposite should he have some solutions to put forward.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. Once again, my question is to the Minister of Agriculture and Food. This is a question for the Minister of Agriculture and Food, and we need more than a fair weather minister. We need more than a minister who's just going to make great announcements when agriculture is happy. Right now, this area is in a crisis, and they're not asking for a bailout. They're demanding a chance to come up with a plan, and they weren't given that chance. Why don't you talk to the people before these announcements? And yes, the Minister of Agriculture can have an impact on this question. Thank you.
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the member opposite would be a lot more helpful if he were to get off his soapbox and get to work and see if he can work with us to find local solutions to this local problem. The challenge here, Mr. Speaker, is, and it's very important to say this, there is not a loss of programming here in the agricultural sector. The programming is moving to another location, Mr. Speaker, because in the interests of the University of Guelph, they've determined that that's what's best for their students, that's what's best for the growth of the program. At the same time, we recognize the local challenges that this creates, and that's why we're working very closely with the member for Glengarry Prescott Russell, and we'll work with the member for Leeds Grenville and other members, Mr. Speaker, and other community leaders to see if there's a similar solution available to the Kemptville campus. We want to be constructive. We want to make sure that we're doing the best that we can to ensure the agricultural community is well served.